It was a fantastic experience. I just wish I could have stayed longer. I felt like I was just getting some momentum and feeling my way around the game, and I just felt like I could never really get started. Early on, there was such a strong alliance with the younger women versus the remainder of us, the three of us, that it was really going to be difficult to overcome that. And I think once I realized, or once I found out that the tribes were divided by men versus women, it was going to be a really tough road for me. I get along great with women. I think the problem was the age difference. And, I knew coming in this game I was going to be older. It wasn't going to be an issue for me because I never really think about my age. I just kind of go on with my life. I work out, I do all those kinds of things. But I just had a feeling with this particular group of women, age was a factor for them, and I'm not even sure they understood why. I learned a couple of things about myself. One, I'm a lot more patient than I gave myself credit for. Working with these young women, a lot of the things that went around at camp, the routine, just the conversation, was just like nails on a chalkboard to me at times. And so it was really difficult for me to kind of listen to the incessant drivel conversations that went on. And we should have been focusing on how we could come together as a team. Not worry about the guys, because really at that point in the game, we still should have focused on our teamwork. And I think we would have done, at least while I was in the game, much better as a team. And the second thing I learned, that although it is a game and you're in it to win the money, or you're in it to win to be the last one standing, ultimately I wasn't going to compromise my integrity, and I kept true to myself, and so I'm pretty proud of the way I played the game. I think what this game does, if you kind of look outside of it, I appreciate my family so much more than I ever did. And I think, again, back to the patience. To put things in perspective and realize, to pick your battles and this is important, this isn't. And just live in the moment and enjoy things. This has been just an unbelievable experience. I can't even quantify it. It's been just amazing. And I went out so early in the game, I can't imagine how it is for some of the other folks who have gone on. But it really is a test of what you're able to do and endure and put up with. The other thing that happened was the group of 5 formed an alliance very early on. And again, I'm not sure that was to any of their benefit, but it made it very difficult for Monica, myself, Christina, and Courtney to even get in. And I think if I had to do over again, I might try to have busted that alliance up, maybe try to pull one or two of them aside, but they were pretty tight, and there was really no way around that I could see. I'm proud of my overall game. I just wish I could have shown my physical attributes a little more. The challenges, really, you could kind of figure they were set up to be more gender neutral. There wasn't really a lot of there were some physical things. But challenge number 1, I didn't even get to, didn't get out of the cargo net. Challenge number 2, basically, stood at the end of a balance beam and just waited. The chaos going on the other end of the balance beam was all I could do was hear it, but, so it really wasn't much of a physical challenge for me, and I had so much more to prove. And I think what I wanted to show women my age is that you can still be very active, strong, confident, work out, in shape, well into your 50s and 60s. I think what people at home won't realize is how raw it is. There are no bathrooms. That's it. And you have to kind of let your inhibitions go. And I think after a while, you just have to realize it's you and one set of clothes, and you got to make do. I think that's the hardest thing. And yeah, you have nothing. We didn't have fire except for the kindness of the men. And if they weren't around, we'd have been screwed. So yeah, it is not easy. And I think you have to mentally prepare yourself for some really uncomfortable days and nights. And I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. Sleeping, very little of it. Hungry, didn't get too hungry, but achy, tired, uncomfortable, itchy, constipated, diarrhea, you name it. We had it all. This is a once in a lifetime thing, and I feel so lucky to be one of the very few people that gets this opportunity to compete in this game. I only wish that I had stayed longer so that, I think it would have been so much more meaningful to me, because I think just to test yourself daily. I mean, I never really got to experience the driving rainstorm. I have no idea how I would have handled that. I think I have a good idea I would have been okay. But, just to test how far you can really go. And, maybe, I think to take chances. I think I maybe did not take enough chances with trying to bust up the tribe of five or the alliance of five. I think I took attacked a more reserved strategy. And I think in hindsight, maybe it would have been better for me just to be a little more aggressive and open and out there and in their face. But we'll never know, will we?